Thank you for joining me for this meditation. Our meditation is called Watching the Clouds Go By. Before we begin, please be sure all distracted noise has been silenced. Your phones, your tablets, your computers, your clocks, televisions, anything that would interrupt the silence for just a few moments that we spend together. Uninterrupted noise is very, very important when one is entering silence and going into meditation. I hope you are comfortably dressed, nothing tight, nothing binding. I hope that you are sitting erect, comfortable in a sitting chair. If some of you may prefer to sit on the floor with your legs crossed or folded. The one thing I do discourage is laying down for a meditation unless you have no other option. You're not capable of doing that for some reason. Then, of course, I would prefer that you meditate laying down than not at all. But for those of you that can join me sitting up in some level of comfort, that would be best. As we often do when we begin our meditations, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment. And when we do, I'm going to ask you to follow your breath 3 times during our meditative process, and then we will go into walking in the clouds and watching the clouds. Please close your eyes with me. A breath inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation exhalation. Inhalation and exhalation. Feel settled in your body, relaxed. Let your muscles just take a break. Let them sit easy. I suggest you sit comfortably, your hands on your thighs or in your lap. And if you can, try not to move around too much. Don't distract the mind by body movement. If you have an itch or a scratch, of course, take care of it. But other than that, try to sit still. Let your mind move to the side for a little while and let it leave you alone just for our time here together. I'm going to ask you to access your visualization of thought. I'd like you to imagine that you're looking at a beautiful blue sky. And in this sky are puffs of clouds, white, billowing clouds. Some are small, tiny little specks that move through the beautiful sapphire sky, and others are big and powerful, rolling white clouds that dominate the entire blue sky itself. See them all very clearly. Let your mind pull on its memory of seeing these kinds of clouds. Create them, generate them in your mind's eye. And now with each breath that goes in and out of your body, I want you to see the clouds moving and shifting. Notice how they cross the field of your vision, ever so softly, ever so gently, moving across the plane of your thoughts. And as you watch these clouds move from left to right, right to left, up and down, making their faces known, and then softly disappearing again, rising once again and disappearing once again. And if you notice carefully as you really observe the clouds, they don't remain still. They may linger for a few minutes, but they continue to shift and continue to move. And eventually, if you allow them just simply to come and go, to flow and move as they usually do, in time, with patience and breathing, you will notice eventually that all the clouds will have moved on, and what has remained is the blue radiant sky that they flow through. Whispers of light and whispers of darkness. Little powder puffs and giant formations come and go through the beauty of your mind's imagination. But now, as you see these clouds, what are they? Yes, they are imagined by us. We've discussed it and I've asked you to imagine them. But in the same way your clouds are driven by your imagination, your thoughts are also driven by your imagination. Their imagination being your projections into the future, or the memories of your past, your expectations and your anticipations, for they too are just like clouds. They move through your consciousness, rising and falling, dancing and rising and falling. Some moments are very, very small and significant. They gain your attention for a few moments and they dissolve again. And your other events are quite big, quite dramatic. Your marriage, the birth of your children, the memory of your parents, whatever it might be that moves through your mind. And yet if you notice, no matter how hard you try to hold the clouds still, no matter how hard you try to keep them still, they simply continue to move. It is the same with your memory, the same with your imagination. All of your thoughts, all of your dreams, all of your fantasies continue to just move through you, through each breath you take, through each moment. And as you go deeper into this meditation, watching the clouds now, shift now to your thoughts. Can you feel your thoughts rising and falling? Can you see your thoughts are based on the past, which only is found in memory? Or can you see that your thoughts are only based on the imagined future, which is not yet true or has become real? Allow the thoughts to move and shift, just like the clouds in the sky. So let us sit still together and watch our thoughts only for 10 or 15 seconds. It doesn't have to be long. The key is, can you notice it? Can you sense that you yourself are the sky? And everything that you think and feel and have experienced is always shifting and moving through this endless sky, the eternal soul, the window of your light that these clouds, these thoughts move through. And none of them stay forever. None of them hold you captive. You can hold on to them and enjoy them while you have them. They can cause you to have sorrow and cause you to have great laughter. But they are always moving, because the presence of love itself, the true essence of the sky, which is the symbol of love itself, is endless, eternal. It is part of you. It is the eternal part of your very soul. And your thoughts, the clouds, simply dance and move through the eternal brilliance of your light, of your love. Let us sit here for a few moments and enjoy this empty sky. How beautiful. Allow your eyes to reopen, and you will come to feel and come to see this beautiful experience of watching clouds, which we call, my friends, watching our thoughts. And when you learn to watch your thoughts, you begin to deeply understand they are nothing more than simply movements that take you back and forth, up and down, side to side. Let these clouds move on. Let them have their time, but know deeply, intimately within you that you are the sapphire blue sky which all things unfold. My friends, thank you for joining me for this meditation.